Welcome to our module on public-private dialogue, or just PPD. Today we will explore what PPD is, why it's important and how it can be applied to real-world issues such as water resource management. Let's dive in. What is a PPD? A public-private dialogue is a structured exchange between an inclusive group of relevant private sector and their public sector counterparts. These stakeholders collaborate to identify, prioritize and propose consensus-based and evidence-based solutions to needs, challenges or problems. PPDs go beyond standard stakeholder consultations or simple exchanges of opinions. They are result-driven. Here is how they work. Continual engagement. PPDs are established to ongoing sustainable engagements throughout the project lifecycle rather than on-off conversations. Inclusivity. They are designed to be as inclusive as possible, ensuring all relevant voices are heard. Data-driven solutions. PPDs focus on agreeing on a set of challenges and considering solutions based on data and research. Strong communication strategy. Effective communication strategies are crucial for raising awareness among stakeholders, sharing knowledge, advocating for change, increasing local engagement, and improving transparency in decision-making. Adaptability. PPDs can be implemented at various levels: sectoral, thematic, national, subnational, or municipal. Practical example: water management. Imagine a community facing severe water scarcity. A diverse group of stakeholders, including local government representatives, private companies, civil society organizations, and concerned citizens, come together to form a PPD focused on addressing this issue. Step 1. Stakeholders. The first step is to do a stakeholder mapping. In this case, the goal is to understand the landscape of stakeholders regarding water resources, initiate a conversation about the issue of water scarcity, and gather data on the positions of and influences of stakeholders. Step 2. Stakeholder mapping using the NetMap method. During this process, participants gather to draw stakeholder maps on a large sheet of paper. They discuss the reform question, for example, how can we ensure sustainable water supply for our community? A facilitator guides this process, ensuring all voices are heard and all perspectives are considered. Step 3. Stakeholder analysis. The information gathered from the NetMap exercise is then analyzed. Insights and action metrics are derived to leverage social network structure, actual positions and influences to effect desired changes in the water management program. For example, the group might find that connecting with an influential local company dependent on water for its operations could be crucial in garnering support for water-saving initiatives. Establishment of a foundation or interest group to address the issue of water scarcity, concerned citizens and other stakeholders could establish a formal or informal group. This group could focus on creating awareness about water-saving practices, advocating for policy changes to improve water management, collaborating with business and government agencies to implement water savings technologies, educating the community about the importance of water sustainability. By utilizing the PPD framework, this group ensures that their efforts are inclusive, data-driven and supported by strong communication strategies. This collaborative approach not only addresses the immediate challenges of water scarcity, but also lays the groundwork for sustainable water management in the future. Detailed application of PPD. A deeper understanding of the PPD process and its application to specific issues like water management can be gained through a detailed examination of each step and the interactions among various stakeholders. Continual engagement and inclusivity. A central aspect of PPD is the long-term nature of engagement. This means that involved parties come together regularly to review progress, share new information, make adjustments. These ongoing meetings build trust and a deep understanding of shared goals and challenges. Inclusivity is also crucial. All relevant stakeholders must have the opportunity to contribute their perspectives. This includes not only government representatives and large corporations, but also local NGOs, community groups, and even individual citizens affected by the decisions. This broad participation ensures that solutions are comprehensive and sustainable. Data-driven decision-making. Another important feature of PPD is the emphasis on data-driven decisions. Instead of relying on speculation or opinions, decisions are made based on solid data and informed research. This could involve analyzing water consumption data, assessing the impacts of water management practices in other regions, or conducting surveys to capture the needs and opinions of the local population. Communication strategies and stakeholder awareness. An effective communication strategy is essential for raising awareness and informing various stakeholders. This can be achieved through regular updates, informing sessions, workshops, and the use of various communication channels such as social media, local newspapers, and community meetings. Clear and transparent communication fosters trust and collaboration among different actors. Adaptability and flexibility. PPDs can be adapted easily. This makes them particularly useful in complex environments such as water management. When new challenges or opportunities arise, the PPD process can be adjusted accordingly to ensure that solutions remain relevant and effective. Analysis and strategic planning information is collected and analyzed. This analysis focuses on results, cost, feasibility, and availability of solutions. One important aspect is identifying key actors who could play either a positive or a negative role in the change process. Strategies are developed to maximize support from positive actors and minimize potential resistance from negative actors. An important aspect of this analysis is identifying common interests and goals. By emphasizing on common points, bridges can be built and collaborations fostered even if there are disagreements in other areas. Practical application and case studies. To make the theoretical concepts of PPD more tangible, it's helpful to illustrate them with real case studies. Let's consider two specific examples that demonstrate how PPD can work in practice. Case study 1. Water management in a rural community. A rural community in a water-scarce area is facing a severe water crisis. Traditional water sources have dried up and residents struggle daily to get enough water for their basic needs. A PPD is set up to find sustainable solutions. Phase 1. Stakeholder mapping. The first steps involve mapping the relevant stakeholders, including local farmers. They are heavily affected by water scarcity and have a direct interest in solving the problem. Community representatives. They represent the interests of residents and have the political power to implement change. Environmental NGOs. This group brings expertise and experience in sustainable water management. Water utilities. They play a key role in the infrastructure and technical implementation of the solutions. Phase 2. Data-driven decision-making. With the identified stakeholders, data is collected and analyzed. This includes hydrological studies, historical data on water availability and consumption, and forecasts for future water demands. Based on this data, different solution approaches are developed, such as rainwater harvesting, installation of systems to collect and store rainwater to increase water availability, efficient irrigation techniques, introduction of drip irrigation systems to reduce water consumption in agriculture, education and awareness raising, conducting campaigns to educate the population about water-saving measures. Phase 3. Implementation and monitoring. The solutions developed are implemented and regularly monitored. Stakeholders meet regularly to assess progress, share new data and make adjustments if necessary. This iterative process ensures that measures are effective and continuously improved. Case study 2. Water contamination in an urban region. In an urban region, pollution of a river is causing serious health problems and environmental impacts. A PPD is initiated to address this complex problem. Phase 1, stakeholder mapping. Key stakeholders include city authorities. They are responsible for regulating and enforcing environmental laws. Industrial companies. Some of these companies are responsible for pollution, but also have the resources to implement solutions. Local residents. They are directly affected by pollution and have a strong interest in finding a solution. Environmental groups. These groups bring expertise in pollutant control and ecosystem restoration. Health experts. They provide data on the health impacts of pollution and assist in the development of health interventions. Phase 2, data-driven decision-making. Comprehensive data collection and analysis is conducted to identify the sources and extent of pollution. This includes water quality measurements, regular tests to determine pollutant concentrations in the water, health studies, studies on the impact of pollution on the health of the population, industrial analysis, assessment of industrial activities and their contributions to pollution. Based on this data, various measures will be developed, such as strengthening regulations, introduction of and enforcement of stricter environmental requirements for companies, remediation, measures to clean the polluted river and restore the ecosystem, public education, campaigns to raise awareness among the population about the impact of environmental protection and personal responsibility. Phase 3, implementation and monitoring. The proposed measures will be implemented and continuous monitoring will be put in place to track progress and make adjustments. Regular stakeholder meetings ensure transparency and enable rapid response to new developments. Conclusion. Public-private dialogues are a powerful tool for addressing complex challenges through inclusive and sustainable engagement. By bringing together diverse stakeholders and focusing on data-driven solutions, PPD can create meaningful and lasting change. Whether it is water resource management or other issues, the principle of PPD can help develop effective and collaborative problem solving. Thank you for participating in this module. We hope you found this exploration of PPD insightful and practical. Until the next session.